Hi, everyone. Tonight, I want to share with you about one of my favorite oils, and that is lavender. And so, you have a sample of lavender that looks something like this. And so, first of all, as we're talking about essential oils, because I know some of you are very new to essential oils, I want to tell you the three main ways that we use essential oils. And so we use them aromatically, and one of the common ways to do that is in a diffuser. Another way that you can use them is topically, and so that is applying them directly to your skin. It is often done with a carrier oil. And then the third way that you can use essential oils is by ingesting them. And by the way, I would not ingest the essential oils that you see at your local discount store. The essential oils that we're talking about from Young Living are very different and are a high grade of oil that many of them have a white label. This one doesn't, but the white label that you're going to see on some of our essential oils is a label that means this is FDA approved for ingestion. And so I just want to make that very clear. So let's talk about lavender and some things about it and how to use it. So lavender, we call it the Swiss Army knife of oils. And that is because just like a Swiss Army knife, lavender has multiple uses. It's one of those oils that if you have something going on and you're not like, what should I get out and use? Which of my oils might help? The answer is very likely lavender. So I'm going to give you just a few of the ways that I use it, especially for things having to do with skin, because it is an oil that can be very helpful and very effective for many things regarding skin. So, my boys, I have three boys and I have a daughter, three sons and a daughter. And my sons, when they were teenagers, that's when I was first getting started using oils. And so one evening they came in, had a pimple on their face. And so I said, hey, let's try putting some lavender on that. And at first they were like, what? And weren't sure they wanted to put something that smelled flowery on their pimple, but they did. And then the next night they came back and said, hey, can we use some more of that lavender, because it really helped, and it probably helped them to sleep better that night too. So, another thing regarding skin that I like to do with lavender, oftentimes at nighttime, I'll cleanse my face. I'll take one drop of lavender, put in my hand, and then put just a small bit of jojoba oil as a carrier and just mix that around in my hand and put that all over my face. And I love to do this for multiple reasons. Number one, it's so good for your skin. And then secondly, it has a very calming effect. Another story for skin with lavender. Occasionally, I will burn myself. I've had burns, like steam burns in the kitchen. I have a straightening iron that I use on my hair, and so I occasionally get a little burn. And so you can actually, I have taken my lavender and just put it directly on the burn. It has taken the sting out and healed so quickly. I'm going to let Joe share a little bit about lavender too.
Yeah, lavender, in case you don't know who I am, almost all of you know Amy. I'm Joe, and so I am her husband. And I love and have used essential oils for close to 20 years now. And I was introduced to Young Living oils so long ago, and they've just been a part of my life ever since then. So, and lavender is just one of those key components. Lavender is one of the original essential oils you see a lot of people talking about. It's because it's so universal. Like Amy said, it's a Swiss Army knife. And so I use lavender for quite a few things. One of the things I use it for is I'm a redhead. I'm getting a little, as I get older, things get darker, but I am a redhead. And so I'm pretty fair skinned. And I still like to go out in the sun and enjoy the sun on my skin and that sort of thing. And I don't always do a good job of remembering to wear long sleeves or a hat and that sort of stuff. So about 2 weeks ago, we just moved our RV, and so I had some cleanup work to do outside. I said, well, it'll take me about 30 minutes or so to get this job done. And so I just popped outside in a t-shirt and shorts and just got to work. Well, about almost 6 hours later, I'm still out there. It's the middle of July. I'm sweating like a pig. And lo and behold, I got sunburned somehow. And in order to fix that, I went to one of my go-tos, and one of my go-tos for that sort of thing is lavender. So I came in, once I got inside and got cleaned up for the day, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I literally put 9 drops total of lavender on my skin. So I put some on my skin. See, I'm getting thinner up here, and so it gets sunburnt pretty bad. And so I put a drop on my head and rub that in, and I put it on my arms and on my neck. My neck was just like a crispy little, looked like a crustacean. And so I put about 9 drops of this on me before I went to bed. And the part on my face stung a little bit when I first started because it was so sunburnt so bad. Next morning, no sunburn on my face. Or it was still a little pinkish, but it was not like you would expect from that type of level of sunburn. And so I'm a week and a couple days along, and I barely peeled this time. Just because of using this. So I would use this every day. I would put it on in about 9 drops in the morning, about 9 drops at night, and just put it all over my burnt parts of my body. And it really did a miraculous job for me. And that's one of the reasons we love it for skincare, is because it is so effective. The other thing that this is really good for, and I use for all the time, is to help me relax. If you know me, you know I'm a little intense and a little bit driven, and sometimes that shows up at night when I'm trying to sleep. I was in the military for a little over 20 years, and there you have to get up at midnight, you have to get up at 3, you have to get up at 4, you have to get up at 5, and when you get up, you have to get up and actually get something done. And so my body responds to that sort of thing by, when the alarm clock goes off, it's like, bing, okay, day's on. Well, the same thing happens when you have to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. I get up and it's like, time to go. I don't care what time of day it is, it's time to go. So one of the things I do in the middle of the night is I will take this and I will I'll just put a drop on and then I'll just rub it across my brow. And then if I lay back down in bed and I just breathe that in and just relax just a little bit, I'm back out. And this has really saved me a lot of what would be sleepless nights, because there's something about this. I put it on my the front part of my brain here, and it just kind of like goes in there and quiets everything down. So that's one of the wonderful things that this can do. If anytime I'm feeling if I'm feeling like something coming on, as far as stress or something like that, I have several things that I use, but this is one of them. I just crack it open like this. I don't even have to put it on sometimes, and that's enough to, this is the aromatic version that Amy was talking about. We really didn't go into details on that, but I just huff on it, or I can take it, there's so much on here, I can just get off the site. Look at that. Goodness. All that goodness. It just goes right there, and then I'll just breathe that for the next half hour to an hour until my nose goes numb, and then you just put the rest of it back here. And it's a great way to use this oil just to keep you relaxed and calm down. And there's, one of the ways that you can use this is on your feet. Sometimes if you have littles, you can put that on the feet, and it has a wonderful impact. We have a product that has that included on it, and sometimes you can rub that on an animal and help them calm down, because lavender that's what it does. There's so much research on lavender. It's one of the most highly researched oils that we have in our arsenal, and so I feel very, very comfortable using it for many, many things, like Amy said. So you have anything else to...
Yeah, it's just one of our favorite oils. We use it frequently in our diffuser at nighttime.
Every day.
And I think you're going to love the smell of lavender and what it can do for you. So open up your lavender, and you can apply it topically, or if you have a diffuser and want to try it in a diffuser, you can do that. But just give it a try and see what you think.
Yeah, you can take this little guy here, and it's a peel packet, and you just pop that off, and it has, I don't know how many drops you think it has.
I'm not
about 10
really
drops.
Sure. Yeah, maybe.
So you don't have to use this all at once. You can just use it a little bit at a time. Once you have this top ripped open and you squeeze out the drops you want, you just fold it over and put a safety clip on there, what a paper
Safety-
clip
a paper clip,
or a clothespin or something like that, and you just won't be able to put it in your purse. They're all run all over the place. So anyway, have fun with it and let us know. You can comment in the comments, or you can just message Amy or I and let us know what this is doing for you. We'd love to have your feedback on how this has helped you and in whatever way. So we look forward to hearing from you.